All right. Good afternoon. Brian, Eva, and I would like to welcome everyone to this somewhat gorgeous day. And it's because of all of you, because of this strong community, Brian and Eva's relationship has strengthened and grown and led them to this very moment. Thank you for being here. All right. Brian and Eva, what you've accomplished today is no small feat. Your journey began way before you sent out the invitation, chose this venue, or even decided to spend the rest of your lives together. It started once upon a time in a land not so far away. Brian was chilling in what's known as small town friendly. And although it was small, he was happy because, it was his hometown. And he was aware of the lovely Eva because, they went to school together and stuff. And although it was always from a distance, Brian and Eva grew up and they began to do grown-up things. They lived separate lives, so close but oh so far apart. Then things began to change. Along came Facebook. Well, you know how that is. Everybody gets to know everybody. Friend requests turned into pokes and chats and posts and private messages, and before long, you're dating. And Eva charmed Brian, because she's so charming, with her kind words and loving thoughts, and they got to know each other while they were relaxing and watching movies. Netflix and chill. These dates continued, and before long, they were what the kids nowadays call catching feelings. Brian's tender and funny and laid back, and he's extremely clever. He's quite the wordsmith, and his writings are always very entertaining. Yay, bouquet. And Eva loves all of these things that make him a pretty cool dude. And Eva's beautiful and different and talented and special. She's also a free spirit, which is a quality that Brian admires. He's accepted her fondness for shopping because she fills their life with wonderful surprises and boxes for a bouquet to enjoy. And here we are today. Brian and Eva are adorned with some of the fabulous fruits of Eva's shopping, along with some shopping that Brian's done himself. Not too shabby, guys.
I was scared.
During the 7 years that they've been on this journey of getting to know each other, building a life together, parenting and grandparenting, it's become obvious to those around them that they are a very loving pair. It's not just a love that they have for each other, but for those that they surround themselves with. These two they love with a come as you are, no questions asked, no judgment kind of love, and with hearts the size of the Grand Canyon. They have a huge circle of friends and chosen family. Brian and Eva surround them all with love, acceptance, and understandings. Now, at weddings, you hear the officiant say things like marriage isn't something to be entered into lightly. Well, no kidding. There isn't anything heavier than deciding to be joined to someone for the rest of your life. The rest of your life. Today's a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and two people who are in it for forever. You don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage, and when you think about it, it's kind of weird, don't you think? Because you're standing up here looking fancy, holding flowers, and being stared at by pretty much everyone who's meant anything to you. So why do we do it? Why this moment? Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier, our one universal truth, that no matter who you are, where we come from, what we believe, we know one thing: love is what we do right. That's why we both are standing here. You both are standing. I'm sorry, not we, you. That's why you're all here to stand with them today. We've all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. Brian, Eva, I'm here. We're all here because we want those moments for you. We're here to hope for you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experiences of writing your story. It's not one moment, it's not even this moment, it's every moment. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You both are choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you smile, and makes every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep, right? You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, and find happiness in the other. And there's a simple premise to each of these promises. You're vowing to be there. You're teaming up and saying to the other, every experience I'm going to have, I want you to be a part of. Now, hand your flowers to your arm. Face each other. Hold hands if you want. Y'all can get closer. You've got to be married to him. She gonna put her chapstick on. She hadn't forgot her vows. She's got
to have your chapstick.
She should have had that chapstick.
Dress has pockets. So it matters.
State your vows to your wife.
He's got to have a chapstick.
This is great.
That's the grocery list.
X.
2 words. With 2 simple words, I'll become a husband, a stepfather, and a grandfather. I've always took things to the extreme, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Standing here surrounded by family, friends, and some of you just showed up because you couldn't believe I was getting married. I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate our love. You know, I believe we were put in each other's life for a reason. You know,
Bluetooth
as we
disconnected.
You know, I'm old school. As we solidify our bond on this day, I just want to assure you that I will always put our family first, and I promise to love you more every day.
Well, since I forgot my vows, I appreciate it, and I can say me too.
I got it.
The ring is an unbroken circle that represents your union. It's a symbol of your infinite love. And when you look at these rings on your hands, be reminded of this moment, your commitment, and the love you now feel for each other. Brian, place this ring on your finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love.
as a symbol of my love,
As it encircles your finger,
as it circles your finger.
may it remind you always
May it remind you always
that you are surrounded by my love
that you are surrounded by my love,
and you're stuck with me forever.
and you're stuck with me.
Place that on Brian's finger. Repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love.
as a symbol of my love.
As it encircles your finger,
As it encircles your finger,
may it remind you always
may it remind you always
that you are surrounded by my love
that you are surrounded by my love.
and you're stuck with me forever.
And you're stuck with me forever.
Your 2 lives are now joined in one unbroken circle, and wherever you go, may you always return to one another in your togetherness. Now, before I pronounce you husband and wife, I got one thing I want you to do. Your wedding day is one that seems to fly by. It's a day filled with emotion, friends, rings, cake, barbecue, friends. Many people remember how fleeting their own wedding day was. So I want you guys to turn around and take a look at all the people here loving and supporting you. Take a minute to see the smile and the tears and the laughter because they don't believe you're getting married. Take it all in. Now I want you to take a minute and look in each other's eyes. Think about the happiness that you're feeling in this place, in this moment. Really let that feeling register in your heart and your mind. And now I want you to think about your life in 20 years. Where are you and what are you doing? We all know that your visions of the future are not identical but always complementary. John Lennon once said, "A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together, that is reality." That new reality starts right now. Are you guys sure? Really?
Are you sure?
It is my honor and delight to declare that you are husband and wife. Normally I would say, Brian, kiss your wife, but you got him. Go for it. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Brian and Eva Harmon.
Oh, I love the weather. Thank you.
Today I can't get it.
They've asked everyone to please come outside.
All these technical issues.
In the foyer, there is a attachment with some deposits.